Hey everybody, Chris here. Weakness in the crypto market this morning. What are the key support levels for Dogecoin? We're going to talk about that in this video. Please be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that little notification bell too. You can be notified of when my videos come out as well as when I do live streams. And I will be live 4 o'clock p.m. East Coast time, usually live Monday through Friday. Wednesday this week, I'm going to be doing a late night live because I'm going to be a little busy at that 4 o'clock time. So I'm going to have to delay following the FOMC meeting on Wednesday. However, as we look forward to Wednesday's meeting, there's some fear in the market, right? Some uncertainty, but yet we all know what's going to happen. So let's get into it. Let me show you the charts in the news. I'll show you what I'm looking at. We start here looking at the current Dogecoin chart. We're at 16.5 cents, just over 16.5 cents. We have some weakness though. As I said, we had previous support here at 1669. And where did that previous support come from? We did touch it back here last Wednesday on the dip. We came below 17 cents that we were kind of watching with this wedge pattern. Came down 1669, moved back up. We just retested it earlier this morning, and now we have broken below it. Where does that come from? Well, that came from this trading back here that we had in mid-April, following the big dip down in the 13s, came back up to this level, and then zoomed past it here on the 22nd of April, came back, retested again last Wednesday, and now falling back a bit lower. So what is going to be our new key test levels of support that we're going to be looking at? Could we come back down to 16 cents? Maybe even $15.99 on a dip? Could we see Doge coming back down there? Well, let's take a look. Right now, Bitcoin did fall below 94K. Again, 94K level is one for Bitcoin that we have been watching here for a number of weeks now. We've also been watching the MACD here on Bitcoin. We were seeing this turnaround on the MACD, right? You see these colors going from dark red to this pink level. And we're about to have a crossover there, and everyone's looking at that like, okay, Bitcoin's just going to cross back over into the green, just like we did here about a week ago, cross over into the green, and then we're going to have a big run up. Well, Bitcoin is deciding not to do that, and why is that, right? Why is Bitcoin starting to turn back? And the same thing happening with Doge as well. We were going to have this turnaround in Doge as well. See these bright pinks here? And now it's turning back to reds as there's weakness and a decline in price, leading to lower support levels looking for. So right now as I'm recording this, again, this is Tuesday, day before the FOMC meeting, and there's some weakness in pre-market for stocks. S&P futures, Dow futures, NASDAQ futures are all in the red. And there's uncertainty, right? Trump hints at pharma tariffs, so there's more tariff thing out there. And of course, the Fed meeting coming up. Titan of Crypto says, look, short-term update on Bitcoin. BTC is consolidating between last week's high and low, awaiting tomorrow's FOMC meeting, Jerome Powell's speech. And it's like, we know what he's going to say. We know what he's going to say. Dogecoin dips. So we've got a dip in Dogecoin. Are we buying the dip? This is what we were talking about last night during our live stream, is this dip buying opportunities, right? It's like, why you don't want to buy on the green candles. You want to buy on the red candles. And we've got some red candles now. So is this the point to buy, or are we going to be retesting lower areas of support? That's what we're looking at as the crypto market is sliding right now. Could just be a short-term thing before we turn back around. We'll see whether the MACD confirms that turnaround or not. Bitcoin has fallen to 94K after its recent climb to 97. Global crypto market cap fallen 2.2% in the last 24 hours. Doge price has also suffered due to the market dip. So first, it's not just Dogecoin, right? The whole market is doing this. That's the first thing to say. There have been some bullish developments, may bring in some investor confidence. So we've got this pro-Bitcoin SEC head, Paul Atkins, leading to some lenient crypto regulations. That's on the longer term. Dogecoin ETF applications waiting approval at the SEC. So we could see that happening. A lot of talk about Elon Musk and X payments, X money. Is that going to start? Which I've already said, when it does start, probably this fall, Dogecoin is not going to be embedded in it. We already know this, but people are still going to get all upset about it. Just relax. These things take time. So we will see. The recent market rally that we just had from the dips in April, most likely fueled by institutional investors. Retail participants are yet to enter the market. Investor confidence still pretty low. And we do see that too. There is a lot of uncertainty in the markets. The Federal Reserve may cut interest rates very soon. This move could lead to a surge in crypto investments as borrowing becomes easier. Dogecoin and other crypto assets may see increase in fund inflows upon an interest rate cut. And so this kind of statement gets people thinking, oh, Powell's going to cut interest rates, right? And it's all right, let's go. And I'm just like, I've been saying for months, it's not going to happen in May. Maybe not even June. It may be delayed later. The fear of tariffs that Powell has been talking about. We're going to hear him tomorrow, and he's going to say that. He's going to say exactly that. It's the unknown of what the impact of the tariffs is going to be are going to keep the Fed from lowering interest rates. And as of now, the next FOMC meeting is in 1 day, 5 hours. Again, that's as I'm recording this. And right now, it's 97% certainty, according to the CME FedWatch tool, that there's going to be no interest rate cut. So all these other statements people make, well, maybe he will cut rates. Trump would like Powell to cut rates. They're not going to cut rates. And it's not just Powell, it's the whole FOMC. It's the whole federal, it's the whole group, right? That talks about this. And it's not going to happen. So people get all upset about it, and it's just like a 97% certainty something's going to happen. That's pretty clear. However, Dogecoin does see a spike in bullish long bets despite the weekly drop. That means 72%, let's say on Binance, all new traders opening positions are long. So a lot of leveraged long money is coming into the market now, betting on Doge to turn around from this price and come higher. So we're getting a lot of leveraged long bets coming in because they want to ride a Dogecoin surge with leverage, 2x, 5x, 10x, whatever it is. They want to make money on that Doge turnaround. Does that invite market makers to drop the price lower and liquidate those leverages? Sure, that's always the risk there. But these leverage bettors, they've hit on it enough times, they're going to get it right one of these times, right? They're going to get it right one of these times. Meanwhile, Dogecoin retests key support levels. So how is this looking right now? And this is like Doge currently retesting key support level could signal significant trading opportunities for both short-term and long-term traders. Historical data suggests that such technical retests often precede strong price movements, making this a critical moment for monitoring buy and sell signals in the Dogecoin market. Traders are advised to watch for confirmed support or breakdowns to optimize entry and exit points as market volatility remains high. And that's what we're going to see tomorrow, is that market volatility. Today, it's just kind of weak, waiting for this FOMC meeting tomorrow, when they're not going to lower interest rates. People are going to get all upset. Powell's going to give a speech in the afternoon. Market's going to be volatile at that time. And in the end, I'm saying it's just a big nothing burger. Trader Allen looks at the key levels. And again, this is 1669, just what I showed earlier, where we had that level as resistance, broke through it, and have retested it now the second time. Instead of this big blue arrow coming up, though, right now, Doge is actually weak and is dropping lower. So despite Trader Allen's optimism here right now, sentiment is still a little negative. And then we have Ali as well, Dogecoin, testing key support around 16.7. And of course, he doesn't understand Dogecoin enough. Well, you can't say 16.7. You need to say 1669, right? Holding this level could spark a rebound towards 17.5, potentially 18.3. Again, all on the optimistic side, but yet the charts aren't showing that right now, where there's a little pessimism. So we've gone from 1650 to 1660 while I'm recording this, showing a little bit of recovery, but again, that's just in the short term. Our price forecast, nearly 1% of 1.65 billion Doge open interest is at risk of liquidation at this key level. And what is that level? Dogecoin eyes 20 cents longer term as a falling wedge pattern hints at a 14% breakout. Will that happen? Will that happen? They're looking at this falling wedge pattern here on the chart. And as we look at that wedge pattern, right now, it's not looking very strong as Doge. At the point where they took this snapshot, Doge was at 1691, and of course it has fallen down to 1669, right? And even lower to 1650. So that has failed. And even this, and looking at that fib line there, which is at a 1642 level, is one that they've got here, which is going to, again, look all the way back to early April as a key support line. Is that going to hold? So that's what we're looking at right now overall for Doge. Could we be seeing the beginnings of a recovery after an early morning dip on the Doge chart now? We will see how that goes during the day, and we will follow up on the Tuesday afternoon live stream, 4 p.m. East Coast time. Be sure to join in there where we expand these discussions and we look at other cryptos too, because look, they're all in the red. Everything on my watch list is in the red. It's not just Dogecoin, guys. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about these key support levels for Dogecoin. Give the video a like, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate the support. We'll see you next time.